Hey guys, it's your buddy Ryan here, and today we're going to be talking about Super Famicom Wars. Now, if you're anything like me, I got introduced to the series back on Advance Wars for the Game Boy Advance, but it's actually been running a lot longer in Japan, and this version was exclusive to the Satellaview add-on for the Super Famicom, which allowed folks to download games directly from satellites. Now, luckily, the Mega Boys preserved this when Nintendo didn't, and somehow it wound up on a cartridge I was able to get my hands on, so I can play it and show it to you today. So, thanks, boys. Anyway, starting the game up, you can see there is an opening cutscene, and things are escalating, and it's really kind of humorous. You realize the tank's a cardboard cutout, and that is just sort of the art style and humor that series is known for before, in my opinion, it started to take itself a little too seriously a few games later. But that's neither here nor there. Let's take a quick look at the gameplay. Getting into the menu, you can choose between Roginski, Van Rosso, Hitler, Caroline, Billy Gates, Mr. Yamamoto, and Yuan Delta. Now, for my money, I chose Billy Gates because he's going to be like Colin from Advance Wars 2, who has lots of money and cheap units. And if you recognize these levels, it's probably because they're in the classic mode from Advance Wars 1, so that was really cool to see, and I chose Bean Island for my level. And you can see the game is actually really well fleshed out, and yes, my units are cheap, and I have lots of money as Billy Gates, so that's awesome. Both commanding officers will build units and try to progress throughout the map and take over territory bit by bit. You can see that we are trying to get our units onto cities so we can take them over for more income and, of course, more great cutscenes. And every little thing that happens in the game seems to have a great cutscene. That's one thing I really love about this. It's really charming. Now, moving along, you can see eventually we do have to have a little bit of bloodshed, because we are trying to take over the map after all, and we end up at loggerheads in the middle of the map. Now, the way I like to clear that up is with some artillery, both short range here, and my favorite, long range artillery. Yeah! So, eventually I do end up overtaking Blue Moon and defeating his last unit. The other option is to take over the HQ, and yeah! I won, and you get a little bit of a victory song here, seeing the other army losing. And you can see your guys winning and shouting out. And this game is just overflowing with delightful cuteness. And of course, for a nerd like me, I love that there are stats to see how well I actually did. I highly recommend you give this game a chance, and thanks for watching.